Looking to get some of those sweet gains like this lady right here. She's working on, okay, this is weird. Okay, weird tangent. I wasn't anticipating on starting here, but you guys don't know that, so I'll just ramble on. But these are these outdoor exercise facilities. I'm not too sure how they work, but I was walking around a local park right next to our local community college that's within the city of Grand Prairie here. If you know, you know, and if you don't, it doesn't really much matter. But they started to implement these outdoor training facilities, and they're weird. And they just look like places where bums would just kind of, you know, set up and put a tarp around. So I was a little bit trepidatious in order to partake in any of that stuff. So I don't know if they really work or not, but if they're out there, that's kind of cool. But normally outdoor training is kind of reserved for like Venice Beach, and I think that it should be kind of sacred when it comes to that. So whatever. The gains of a weekend warrior. Okay, because you hear a lot of people, okay, and me with my experience of being a personal trainer, I hear excuse after excuse after excuse, and then another excuse, and then another excuse when it comes to, I just don't have time to exercise. Really? Really? Okay, and that's where, you know, you become less of a personal trainer and more of a counselor. And then you just get those people to really analyze what they want in life. Okay, how long they want to live that life that they want, and what are they actually doing to, you know, make up their day. Because most people don't do anything of importance and then just have more excuses than the desire to exercise. So, if you can only manage to exercise twice a week, and you know exactly, based on the headline of this article, what those 2 days are, can you get any gains from this? Can you be healthier because you're exercising 2 days a week? Well, it's better than nothing. And that's my preconception before we even get into the body of this article, but let's do that right now. Skipping workouts Monday through Friday and working out only on weekends isn't just practical for those leading busy lives, it also works. Don't be reinforcing their bad ideas, okay? But I gotta pick up my head, and it's like, well, you can't go early in the morning. No, I need to sleep because yeah, no, exactly. Watch stupid crap on television at night, and then you can't go out there and you can't exercise when you put your dumb kids to bed. Or if you didn't make bad relationship decisions, you'd actually have, you know, like a husband or a wife at home that could actually look after the kids. No, 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 no. It's all about just not having enough time because I'm a strong, independent woman. Anyways, a new study of more than 35,000. Sorry, wow, we got a big old study right here of adults comparing mortality rates and so-called weekend warrior, sweet Ted Nugent song, by the way, to regularly active people, found no significant difference. The study was published on July 5th in JAMA Internal Medicine. Sweet. So, but I want to know what the exercise routine of those crappy people during the week, okay? Are they going to the gym with some of their friends and then just talking on an exercise bike? It's better than nothing, but you're also wasting your time and your money. Previously, it has been unclear whether adults who exercise moderately for 150 minutes a week or vigorously for 75 minutes a week have similar benefits regardless of how they spread out their work. This is interesting, okay? So it's all just about a bulk, right? Okay, for fulfilling that goal of 150 minutes a week, wherever you came up with that. But okay, because I was taught to 20 minutes a day, but I always thought that was silly. But again, if you can literally get a good sweat, which you can with just basic materials around your home, okay, if you can do that, yeah, man, you can get a good exercise in. But I guess that's what we're going for at this point. Okay, 30 minutes a day. All right, then. It's great news for clients of Tyler Todd, a certified American Council on Exercise, an ACE trainer. That's a weekend class, so you got a bunch of weekend warriors being taught by a weekend trainer. How adorable. I went to school for 2 years, and what the fuck am I doing? Okay, I'm just doing YouTube videos. Anyways, who are mostly busy men juggling professional jobs, families, and other responsibilities. Hitting the gym 5 times a week isn't always practical for some lifestyles. Todd said, you're a really terrible trainer. Okay, well, guess what? That's where my expertise comes in. I just have so much going on at work. Yeah, no, exactly. How many hours a week do you spend staring at your secretary's ass? Let's keep it a buck. I love that this study shows that there's more than one way to do it, said Todd, who models family fitness among his large social media following. Who is this dork? Okay, we're going to do a little bit on the fly. If I am to steal a line from Bill O'Reilly, we'll do it live. Thing sucks. Okay, I like it first and foremost. This is his website and everything. Okay, he's got maximizing fatherhood. I like that. Okay, how he made $1.7 million playing poker over a 17-year span. All right, now your quality's kind of dipping a little bit. 9 to 5 fitness. Oh no, I thought you were only exercising on the weekends. Oh, okay, get it. N. Oh my lord, this guy's a racist. I love him even more. Anyways, a certified personal trainer. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take you at face value. But he's got this large social media following. Okay, that's why his website came up first. Anyways, with the help of his 3 young children, including 2 one-year-olds. Oh, he's got twins? Cool. You can find times that work for you and you still hit your goals. Yeah, no, exactly. Why don't you tell that to those lying men? But again, it's just an easy paycheck, and you probably just have your cookie cutter workout program for those guys, and like 90% of them will fall off, and you might end up getting one long-term client out of like 30 or 40 guys. It depends on what kind of volume you're talking to here. Anyways, but regardless, specifically the study explored whether 1 or 2 longer workouts compared to favorably to 3 or more workouts for all-cause cardiovascular disease and cancer death. The statistical analyses were conducted this year after data was collected from 1997 through 2013. The study concluded that individuals who engage in recommended levels of physical activity may experience the same benefits whether those sessions are performed throughout the week or concentrated into fewer days. Perhaps the results will motivate the 4 out of every 5 American adults who aren't meeting the Department of Health and Human Services recommendation of 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week. Yes. And then again, if you increase the activity, okay, and by moderate exercise, they're looking at, I think the last time I looked at that, in on or around 50% of your maximum heart rate, and then moderate or vigorous activity is somewhere in on or around 70%. So that's just like not even that hard. Okay, if you have a difficult time carrying on a conversation, that would constitute the HHS's recommendation for vigorous activity. It's really not that hard to live up to, really. American Heart Association advises that even a little activity can offset a sedentary lifestyle. Yeah, we've known this, okay? Moderate exercise is aerobic activity that raises the heart rate and makes breathing a bit more challenging. Yeah, if you're having to take a couple extra breaths, you're breathing a little bit heavier, that's moderate exercising. Includes a brisk walk. Yeah, okay, if you're constantly keeping one foot off the ground at all times, that's a brisk walk, okay? Bike riding under 10 miles an hour, which is nothing, absolutely nothing. Dancing, water aerobics, gardening, and tennis doubles. Gardening, literal gardening. People who are just bent over weeding the front, okay? Yeah, no, exactly. Vigorous cardiovascular activity includes running, swimming laps, hiking uphill, or with a heavy backpack, heavy yard work, biking faster, then 10 miles per hour, jumping rope, and tennis singles. Okay, what would you quantify as like running 10 miles an hour? Okay, running 8 miles an hour, something like that. Okay, like, I don't know, 7 days a week or something like that. Not trying to flex or anything, just, hey, trying to make a point. The heart rate is higher. Again, you should be given the little models here. But again, I fill in the blanks when it's necessary. Breathing is rapid and sweating is common during intense exercises. It's common, not necessary, okay? Sometimes you hit those upper thresholds, okay, and you can't quite work up a lather. It's not that you're not working hard. It's just it doesn't really happen all that often. Okay, knowing your target heart rate and monitoring it is the best way to ensure you're exercising safely and reaching your weekly goals. I recommend this little gimmick. Okay, it's a Fitbit. The screen doesn't work all that well anymore, but it's good enough because thankfully that's the one thing that I do like. Okay, you can get a readout. You can get all of your numbers on your little phone gimmick thanks to the app that's out there, but I turn off location because I don't need it tracking me all the time. Okay. Besides living longer, decades of research have found that exercise contributes to a better quality of life. What, now we're going to try to break down why exercise is good for you? All right, then. Some people need some brushing up, okay? There could be new viewers all the time. Some of the outcomes of exercising, according to the American Health Association, include lower risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, dementia, and Alzheimer's, and Joe, take note, several types of cancer, and some complications of pregnancy. Yeah, no, exactly. Okay, I was training with a woman, okay, all the way up until like a week before and 3 weeks after giving birth, she was still in the gym doing stuff. So what's your excuse? Better sleep, including improvements in insomnia and obstructive sleep apnea. Yeah, because you're less fat than, your fatness. One of those rolls on your upper chest isn't going to collapse your throat, okay? Less weight gain and obesity? What? If you exercise, you're not going to be fat? Oh my lord. You got warning before you just blow so many minds next time, okay? Okay. And fewer related chronic health conditions. Improved cognition, including attention and processing speed. Better bone health and balance with a lower risk of injury from falls. Again, Joe, take note. Fewer symptoms of depression and anxiety. Yep, no, exactly. You want to find a way to be less depressed. You want to be less anxious. Pick something up. Go for a run. Go for a walk. Do something. Do something. Talk about that a lot, and thankfully not this week, because talking about depression and anxiety on this channel, there's a study that's running around right now. Might do that on the main channel, because that one could be very inflammatory. So we'll leave that on the back burner. If not, it'll be on the channel sooner rather than later. The participants in the trial self-reported data over a decade were classified as by researchers as weekend warriors, or regularly active according to their workout patterns. Todd said that the study is a reminder that little things can add up in our favor. If you can get a couple of hours of movement every weekend, it counts. He said the best workout is the one you'll show up to consistently. Yeah, the one that you'll give effort to. And even if you think, I'm too tired, I'm hungry, I don't want to exercise. Yeah, no, exactly. Just do it. Consistency. Discipline. Have discipline. Might also be helpful to ditch the perspective of working out as a have to. Yeah, and that you get to. I look forward to my run every single morning. It gives me a moment to decompress. Okay, I can listen to some sweet power metal. Okay, and I can just blow past everybody. And if I'm awake early enough, okay, and if I wake up, okay, because I wake up at the same time every day, okay, but if I get started earlier enough, okay, that means that I don't have to see a bunch of disgusting women with their awful dogs, okay, pushing a stroller, taking up the entire lane, and I don't have to think awful thoughts in my head about caving in their head. I don't have to think those thoughts, because, hey, if I'm open and ready to go early enough in the morning, I don't have to see them out there, okay? I can just see a couple of old guys that I'll just wave and, smile and be happy at, okay? But regardless, going back on point, consider incorporating exercise with the people that you let. Nope, I hate socially exercising. A lot of people like it, okay? But yeah, no, if you're going to be playing sports with your children or grandchildren, holding family jump rope contests, yeah, right, bringing stories and songs to life with movement, the wheels on the bus, yes, go careening off the cliff, might bring a smile, laughter, and lasting health if it's acted out. Yeah, no, exactly. I don't know why you'd pick wheels on the bus as opposed to, like, I don't know, green eggs and ham or something like that, or I don't know, literally anything else as opposed to a old folktale about crashing a bus. That just seems weird. But hey, to each their own, right? And same when it comes to exercise, to each their own. Just do it at the end of the day, okay? The benefits will manifest, and the more that you do, hey, you might even find this weird thing, like you might actually enjoy exercising. Novel concept out there. But with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. And hey, speaking of which, it's Friday, right? So if you've been lazy throughout the rest of the week, it's not too late to get those 150 minutes in, okay? Just going for a simple walk. I bet you it's probably beautiful wherever you're at right now, so go take advantage of that. So anyways, I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Have a great weekend, and take care, everyone.